The Last Human's Awakening. In the vast, star-studded expanse of space, the starship Eclipse drifted silently. On board, Sam, the last surviving crew member, had lost track of time. The endless void outside the ship provided no reference points, and the rhythm of sleep, work, and solitude became his constant companions. His daily tasks were monotonous but crucial. Maintaining the shuttlecraft and the shuttle bay was his primary duty. Sam's routine began with donning his protective suit and heading to the airlock. His helmet, a barrier between him and the world, made him feel isolated, but it was a necessary protection. He floated down the corridor, his suit clanking softly with each step. Arriving at the shuttle bay, he carefully cleaned the windows of his favorite shuttle, the Odyssey. The shuttle's gleaming exterior was a small but significant comfort in the endless loneliness. Today, however, was different. As Sam performed his routine maintenance, he noticed something unusual. When he opened the hangar doors for a routine check, a brilliant cascade of colors flooded the bay. His jaw dropped in astonishment as he gazed at the shifting hues, an indication that they were still in the rift, a dimension that distorted space and time. Confused, Sam contacted the ship's AI, Orbit. "Come in, Orbit. Are we still in the rift?" Orbit's calm, synthetic voice responded, "Yes, Sam. The rift phase has been active for 4 hours, 10 minutes, and 23 seconds. Panic set in as Sam realized the gravity of the situation. "Why hasn't anyone fixed it?" he demanded. "And why are we still in the rift?" Orbit explained that a diode had been installed incorrectly, causing the engines to remain locked at full throttle. The result was catastrophic, a cascade of failures, leaking lethal radiation throughout the ship. Sam's heart raced as he grasped the severity of his situation. He was alone, with only the suit and a rapidly dwindling air supply to keep him alive. Sam's only chance for survival was to escape the ship. He began preparing the Odyssey for a desperate journey. He loaded the shuttle with essential supplies, ration packs, water bottles, and an emergency repair kit. He also requested Orbit to download its main code and encyclopedia into the shuttle's systems, ensuring he had access to all available knowledge. As Sam prepared for the unknown, Orbit advised him on the best trajectory to escape the rift. The shuttle, now fully stocked and equipped, was ready for its maiden voyage into the vast unknown. Sam eased it out of the hangar and into the rift's multicolored expanse. The rift's chaotic colors twisted and writhed as the shuttle breached the dimensional boundary. The shuttle was violently pulled back into normal space, with the left wing torn off in the process. Sam, disoriented but determined, stabilized the ship and assessed the damage. The main battery core had ruptured, but the backup systems were operational. He took a moment to breathe deeply, feeling a strange sense of both relief and trepidation. The cabin pressurized as he set up the spatial air reservoir. Despite the intense situation, Sam found solace in the small victories, surviving the rift and ensuring the shuttle's functionality. Sam woke the next day to the harsh reality of his situation. The eclipse was a distant memory, and the nearest known star system was 11 billion light-years away. His journey through the rift had propelled him far from home, beyond the reach of immediate rescue. Yet, amidst the bleakness, hope glimmered. Orbit detected a signal from an unknown species within their jump range, originating from a free-floating structure in empty space. With few options left, Sam decided to investigate. He navigated the shuttle towards the mysterious structure, guided by the signal. The structure, resembling a massive space station, was an enigmatic beacon in the vast emptiness. As Sam approached, he initiated contact with the station and prepared for what lay ahead. The station's response was unexpected. It was decommissioned, with no active crew on board, but it offered a chance for survival. Sam's decision to dock was a gamble, but it was one he had to take. Upon landing, Sam suited up and exited the shuttle, entering the station. The air was breathable, and he soon found himself in a large, circular room filled with strange alien technology. A hologram of a peculiar creature greeted him, explaining that the station was not intended for human habitation. As Sam explored, he discovered that the station's life support systems were operational, despite its long abandonment. With no immediate threats, Sam began making the station his temporary home, setting up a livable space and preparing for the possibility of encountering other travelers. His efforts were soon rewarded when an alien vessel arrived at the station, seeking assistance. The aliens, resembling giant, multi-segmented creatures, were in distress, their ship damaged from an encounter with the rift. Sam, despite his isolation, agreed to help the aliens. They established a tentative alliance, sharing resources and knowledge. The cooperation marked a new chapter in Sam's journey, a chance to forge connections and find hope in the vast, cold expanse of space. The unseen allies. In the cavernous, dimly lit halls of the decommissioned space station, Sam moved with purpose. His footsteps echoed softly, blending with the hum of the station's life support system. The alien ship, now docked, had been an unexpected twist in his already precarious situation. The strange starfish-like beings had intrigued him, and their plight had struck a chord deep within him. As Sam ventured further into the station, the alien delegation had made themselves at home in the converted lounge. They had set up their makeshift dining area, their alien forms still a curious sight. The gelatinous, multi-limbed creatures communicated amongst themselves in a manner that was both alien and fascinating. Sam had done his best to accommodate them, setting up the room with a few modifications to make it more comfortable for both species. The aliens' ship, a strange, organic-looking vessel, had taken a beating. Its hull was battered and its systems barely functional. Despite their advanced technology, the rift had thrown their ship into disarray. The aliens, or as Sam had decided to call them, the starfish people, had been deeply grateful for his assistance. They had insisted on sharing their rations and offered their help in any way they could. As Sam settled into the makeshift dining room, he couldn't help but marvel at the contrast between the familiar and the unknown. The room, once a standard conference area, was now an interspecies meeting space. The table, covered with alien foods, was a testament to the strange yet promising alliance forming between him and the starfish people. The food was surprisingly edible, a scallop-like creature that had actually tasted rather pleasant. The green, squirming creatures were another matter, but Sam had braved a taste out of respect. After the meal, which had ended with a respectful nod from the starfish people, Sam had spent the evening preparing the station for his new guests. He had repurposed furniture and made the space livable, though it was clear that his accommodations were far from perfect. The starfish people had their own way of living, which involved communal meals and a different set of social norms. Sam had tried his best to adapt to their customs while maintaining his own sanity. Sam was alone in his quarters now, pondering the future. His room was a mix of human and alien elements, a haphazard collection of old crew furniture, alien food storage, and various makeshift tools he had assembled from the wreckage. The station was still a marvel in itself, a relic of a bygone era, now providing refuge for both a human and a group of aliens stranded in the vast emptiness of space. As he examined a communications panel he had found in one of the wrecked rooms, Sam hoped that they would find a way to send a distress signal or repair the ship. He had managed to connect with the aliens' life support systems, which was a small victory. The station's systems were stable, but it was still unclear if they could be fully operational again. The starfish people had a culture of their own, one that Sam was only beginning to understand. They communicated through physical gestures and a series of visual signals. Despite the initial communication barriers, Sam had managed to glean some information from them. Their ship had been severely damaged by the rift, and they had been in a desperate situation when they found him. The starfish people were not just passengers on a space voyage, they were explorers, much like Sam himself. As night fell over the station, Sam found himself staring out of one of the few intact windows. The view of space was breathtaking. The stars seemed to dance in the void, and the rift's shimmering colors were now a distant memory. The silence of space was profound, a reminder of how isolated he truly was. The Starfish people's ship had sustained critical damage, and their request for help was sincere. Sam had no way of knowing how long it would take to repair their vessel or if they would be able to leave the station in the near future. Yet, in the midst of uncertainty, there was a glimmer of hope. Their cooperation had been a vital first step toward mutual survival. As Sam settled into bed, he reviewed the plans he had made for the station. The communication arrays were still down, but he hoped that with the help of the Starfish people, they might be able to fix them. The food supplies were adequate for now, but the real challenge lay in finding a way to signal for help or make the station fully functional again. The day had been long and full of surprises. Sam had gone from being a solitary engineer aboard a derelict ship to a key player in a new interstellar alliance. The Starfish people had shown him that even in the darkest reaches of space, cooperation and kindness could bridge the gaps between worlds. As he drifted off to sleep, Sam couldn't help but think about the next steps. The Starfish people were counting on him, and he was determined to rise to the occasion. The future was uncertain, but one thing was clear. Their collaboration had set the stage for a new chapter in their intertwined destinies. The broken bonds. The station's corridors buzzed with a newfound energy. Sam had been working tirelessly, assisted by the Starfish people, to repair both the station and their damaged ship. The once quiet halls now echoed with the sounds of tools and machinery, an unusual yet harmonious symphony of human and alien effort. The Starfish people had proven to be adept with their own technology, which was unlike anything Sam had ever seen. Their ship was a marvel of organic engineering, with living systems that reacted to their touch. They worked in a synchronized manner, their limbs moving in an almost dance-like fashion as they repaired their vessel. Sam had watched in awe as they performed tasks that seemed impossible with that alien equipment. In turn, he used his knowledge of human technology to help them understand and adapt to the station's systems. Communication between them had improved significantly. Sam had learned to interpret their gestures and signals, and the Starfish people had picked up a basic understanding of human speech. It was a delicate process, but it was working. They had begun to share stories of their home world and their travels, revealing a deep sense of curiosity and exploration. One particularly challenging day, Sam and the Starfish people faced a major setback. A malfunction in the station's power core had caused a cascading failure in the life support systems. The environment inside the station was rapidly deteriorating, and time was running out. Sam and the Starfish people had to act quickly to prevent a complete system shutdown. Sam and the Starfish people worked around the clock. The power core was an intricate piece of machinery, and its malfunction was a complex problem. Sam tried to recall everything he knew about the station's systems while simultaneously learning the peculiarities of the Starfish people's technology. The alien engineers seemed to be everywhere at once, their limbs extending and retracting as they manipulated components with practiced precision. Amidst the chaos, Sam discovered a problem with the station's auxiliary power supply, a damaged conduit that had been overlooked. The Starfish people immediately understood the gravity of the situation. They worked tirelessly alongside Sam, using their advanced tools and techniques to repair the damage. The hours stretched into what felt like an eternity, but the collective effort paid off. The auxiliary power was restored, and the station's life support systems began to stabilize. It was a hard-won victory, and the relief was palpable. The Starfish people's faces, though alien, showed signs of satisfaction and gratitude. With the immediate crisis averted, Sam took a moment to assess their situation. The station's power systems were stable again, but the damage to the Starfish people's ship was still significant. They had managed to patch up the most critical systems, but the ship was still far from spaceworthy. One of the Starfish people, who had become a close friend of Sam's, approached him with a sullen expression. The alien's name was Zyran, a leader among their group. Zyran had been instrumental in the repairs and had taken on the role of translator, bridging the communication gap between them. Zurin communicated through a series of gestures and visual signals. Sam understood that the situation was dire for the starfish people. Their ship had sustained more damage than they had initially realized, and their supplies were running low. Zurin's words, though spoken in broken English, conveyed the urgency of their plight. Sam knew that they had to find a solution quickly. The station's resources were limited, and the starfish people's ship required specialized repairs that he could not manage alone. They needed more materials, and the nearest spaceport was light years away. A plan began to form in Sam's mind. He proposed a daring idea to the starfish people. They would salvage parts from the station's old equipment and use them to repair the ship. It was a risky proposition, but it was their best chance. Zurin and the other starfish people considered the plan carefully. They had to weigh the risks and benefits, but ultimately they agreed. The collaboration was more crucial than ever, and they needed to maximize every resource available to them. The team set to work on the salvage operation. They disassembled old equipment, repurposed components, and scavenged parts from the station's abandoned areas. Sam and the starfish people worked side by side, their efforts a testament to the strength of their newfound alliance. The process was arduous and time-consuming, but the progress was encouraging. Sam marveled at the ingenuity of the starfish people. Their ability to adapt and repurpose technology was remarkable, and it complemented his own problem-solving skills. As the days passed, the starfish people's ship slowly began to take shape. The repairs were not perfect, but they were enough to make the vessel functional again. The ship's life support systems were operational, and its propulsion systems were partially repaired. One evening, as they took a break from their work, Sam and Zurin shared a quiet moment. The stars outside the window sparkled like a sea of distant dreams. Zurin communicated through a series of gestures, conveying a deep sense of appreciation. Sam felt a surge of pride and camaraderie. Despite the hardships and challenges, they had come a long way. The alliance between humans and the starfish people had grown stronger, and they were on the verge of overcoming their most significant obstacles. With the repairs nearing completion, Sam and the starfish people prepared for the next phase of their journey. They knew that there were still many challenges ahead, but they faced them with renewed determination. The bond between them had been tested, and it had emerged stronger. As they continued their work, Sam couldn't help but reflect on the journey that had brought them to this point. The station, once a lonely outpost, had become a place of collaboration and hope. The starfish people had shown him that even in the vast emptiness of space, there was a place for friendship and cooperation. The future was uncertain, but Sam and the starfish people were ready to face it together. The broken bonds of the past had been mended, and a new alliance had been forged. They were not just survivors, they were pioneers, charting a course toward a brighter, shared destiny. Journey of hope. The starfish people's ship, now partially repaired, was ready for its maiden voyage in weeks. The combined efforts of Sam and the alien engineers had breathed new life into the vessel, making it spaceworthy once again. The makeshift repairs were far from perfect, but they were functional, and the crew of the starfish people was eager to resume their journey. As the day of departure approached, Sam found himself reflecting on how far they had come. The alliance between humans and starfish people had not only overcome immediate challenges, but had also grown into a bond of mutual respect and friendship. The initial mistrust and miscommunication had given way to a cooperative spirit that Sam had never experienced before. The starfish people were a sight to behold as they prepared their ship. The vessel, though patched together with various components, shimmered with an ethereal glow. Its organic design, coupled with the repurposed technology from the station, gave it a unique appearance, partly mechanical, partly living. On the day of departure, the station was abuzz with activity. Sam and the starfish people worked together to finalize the last-minute preparations. They double-checked the ship's systems, ensured that all vital equipment was in place, and gathered supplies for the journey ahead. The station, now a hub of interspecies collaboration, had become a beacon of hope for both humans and starfish people. As the countdown to launch began, Sam and Ziran stood together on the observation deck. The vast expanse of space stretched out before them, a canvas of infinite possibilities. Ziran's gestures conveyed a mixture of excitement and apprehension, and Sam could sense the aliens' eagerness to return to their journey. With a final exchange of nods, the launch sequence was initiated. The station's automated systems monitored the process, ensuring a smooth departure. The starfish people's ship thrummed to life, its engines pulsating with a rhythmic, almost musical energy. As the ship lifted off from the station, Sam watched with a mixture of awe and pride. The vessel moved gracefully into the void of space, its newly repaired systems glowing with a soft light. It was a testament to the power of collaboration and innovation, a symbol of what could be achieved when different beings work together toward a common goal. The journey was not without its challenges. The starfish people's ship, though functional, was still a patchwork of technology and repair. They encountered minor malfunctions and navigational issues, but the crew's resilience shone through. Sam continued to assist with troubleshooting, using his knowledge of both human and alien technology to address problems as they arose. During the journey, Sam and the starfish people shared stories and experiences. The alien crew spoke of their travels across the galaxy, recounting tales of distant worlds and strange encounters. Sam, in turn, shared stories of Earth and its history, offering insights into human culture and achievements. The conversations were enlightening and often philosophical. They discussed the nature of exploration, the meaning of friendship, and the challenges of overcoming adversity. Through these exchanges, Sam and the starfish people gained a deeper understanding of each other's perspectives and values. One evening, as they approached a particularly stunning nebula, Sam and Ziran stood together on the observation deck. The nebula was a swirling tapestry of colors, brilliant blues, purples, and pinks blending together in a cosmic dance. It was a breathtaking sight, a reminder of the beauty and wonder that lay beyond the familiar confines of their respective worlds. Ziran, using a combination of gestures and translated speech, expressed the profound sense of awe that the nebula evoked. Sam could sense the depth of the aliens' appreciation, and he shared his own feelings of wonder and gratitude for the opportunity to witness such a spectacle. The nebula, with its dazzling display, seemed to symbolize the journey they had undertaken. It was a reminder of the vastness of space and the endless possibilities that awaited them. The challenges they had faced and the bonds they had forged were but a small part of a grander adventure that stretched out before them. As the days turned into weeks, the starfish people's ship continued its journey through the galaxy. The crew remained dedicated and focused, their spirits buoyed by the progress they had made and the companionship they had found. The repairs to the ship had held up well, and the vessel was performing admirably. They encountered a few more challenges along the way, but the collaborative efforts of Sam and the starfish people ensured that they were addressed efficiently. The journey, though still fraught with obstacles, was becoming a testament to their shared strength and perseverance. One day, as they neared the edge of a star system, the ship's sensors picked up an anomaly. It was a distress signal, faint but unmistakable. The signal was coming from a nearby planet, and its source appeared to be a malfunctioning probe. The starfish people were intrigued by the signal. Ziran and the crew debated the potential implications of the discovery. Sam, ever the problem solver, suggested they investigate the source of the distress signal. It could be an opportunity to gather valuable information or even assist another civilization in need. The decision was made to investigate the signal. The ship altered its course and headed toward the planet. As they approached, the probe's signal grew stronger. It became clear that the probe had been abandoned or damaged, and its distress signal was a cry for help from a forgotten source. The planet itself was an intriguing sight. It was covered in lush vegetation and seemed to possess a rich ecosystem. The crew prepared for a landing, eager to uncover the mystery behind the distress signal. The landing was smooth, and the crew disembarked to investigate the probe. Sam and Ziran worked together to examine the damaged device. It was an old piece of technology, and its components were unfamiliar to Sam. However, with the help of the Starfish people's advanced tools, they managed to repair it and decipher its message. The probe's data revealed that it had been sent from a distant research outpost. The outpost had been abandoned years ago due to a catastrophic event, and the probe had been left behind. The message contained valuable scientific data and a record of the outpost's final days. The discovery was significant. The data from the probe provided insights into the research conducted at the outpost and the challenges faced by its inhabitants. It was a glimpse into a forgotten chapter of exploration and discovery. Sam and the Starfish people analyzed the data and found it to be both fascinating and sobering. The outpost's story was a reminder of the risks and rewards of exploration, and it underscored the importance of cooperation and resilience in the face of adversity. With the probe repaired and the data retrieved, the crew resumed their journey. The discovery had added a new dimension to their mission, a sense of purpose and a connection to the broader tapestry of exploration that spanned the galaxy. As they continued their voyage, Sam and the Starfish people remained united in their quest. The journey was far from over, but they faced it with renewed hope and determination. The bonds they had forged were a testament to the power of collaboration and the promise of a brighter future. In the vast expanse of space, amidst the wonders and challenges, Sam and the Starfish people had found something extraordinary, a shared journey of discovery and friendship that transcended the boundaries of their worlds. Their adventure was a reminder that, no matter how distant the stars, the light of hope and the spirit of cooperation could guide them through the darkness. The unknown. The Starfish people's ship had now ventured into a relatively uncharted sector of space. The data from the distress probe had given them a new perspective on their journey, but it also reminded them of the vastness of the galaxy and the many mysteries still waiting to be uncovered. The ship continued to glide through the cosmic expanse, each star and nebula presenting a new enigma to explore. Days turned into weeks as the crew navigated through unknown star systems, carefully charting their course and conducting scientific observations. The combination of human ingenuity and Starfish people's advanced technology made them a formidable team. Sam's role as a liaison and technician became even more crucial as they encountered new phenomena and complex systems. One day, while scanning a particularly dense star field, the ship detected an unusual signal. It was a rhythmic pattern, unlike anything they had encountered before. The signal seemed to emanate from a nearby asteroid belt, which was teeming with debris and dust clouds. Intrigued, the crew decided to investigate. The asteroid belt was a chaotic region of space, with rocky fragments of varying sizes tumbling through the void. Navigating through it required careful maneuvering, and the crew worked in harmony to plot a safe course. As they approached the source of the signal, they noticed something peculiar about one of the larger asteroids. It seemed to emit a faint but consistent energy signature. The ship's sensors indicated that the asteroid had a hollow core, and the energy signature was growing stronger as they approached. With a combination of excitement and caution, the crew prepared for an exploratory mission. They landed on the asteroid's surface and began their investigation. The interior of the asteroid was an unexpected sight. It was a vast artificial chamber, with walls lined with strange symbols and glowing panels. The technology was unlike anything Sam or the Starfish people had seen before. It was ancient, sophisticated, and clearly not of natural origin. As they explored the chamber, they discovered a series of intricate mechanisms and devices. Among them was a central control console, which appeared to be the source of the rhythmic signal. Sam and Ziran examined the console, trying to decipher its purpose. The symbols on the console were unfamiliar, but the crew's combined expertise in languages and technology helped them make progress. They eventually managed to activate a holographic interface that projected a series of images and text. The holographic display revealed a message from an ancient civilization, long since vanished. The message was a warning, a plea for help from a distant outpost that had faced a catastrophic event. The civilization had created the asteroid as a hidden beacon, hoping that someone would eventually discover it and learn from their plight. The message detailed the outpost's struggle against an encroaching force that had threatened their existence. It spoke of an advanced technology that could alter the fabric of space-time, which had been stolen or misused by the encroaching force. The message was both a record of their final days and a desperate call for assistance. Sam and the Starfish people were deeply moved by the revelation. The message underscored the risks of advanced technology and the consequences of its misuse. It was a sobering reminder of the responsibilities that came with exploration and discovery. Determined to honor the memory of the ancient civilization, the crew decided to take the message back to their respective worlds. They hoped that sharing the knowledge could prevent similar tragedies in the future and foster greater understanding among the stars. With the asteroid's secrets uncovered, the crew prepared to leave. They carefully documented the findings and set a course for their next destination. The journey continued, but the weight of the ancient message stayed with them. As they moved further into uncharted space, the crew faced new challenges and discoveries. Each day brought fresh experiences and insights, strengthening their bond and deepening their understanding of the galaxy. The mission was far from over, and the crew remained dedicated to their quest for knowledge and exploration. One evening, as the ship glided past a stunning celestial phenomenon, a swirling vortex of cosmic gases, Sam and Zirin stood together on the observation deck. The colors and patterns of the vortex were mesmerizing, a testament to the beauty and complexity of the universe. Zirin, using a combination of gestures and translated speech, expressed a sense of wonder and reflection. The aliens' sentiments resonated with Sam, who felt a deep appreciation for the journey they were on. The challenges they had faced and the mysteries they had uncovered were a testament to the spirit of exploration and discovery that united them. The vortex, with its swirling colors and ethereal light, seemed to symbolize the endless possibilities that lay ahead. It was a reminder of the boundless nature of space and the infinite opportunities for growth and understanding. As the ship continued its journey, Sam and the Starfish people remained focused on their mission. The bond they had forged was stronger than ever, and their shared experiences had created a deep sense of camaraderie and purpose. They faced each new challenge with resilience and optimism, knowing that their journey was a testament to the power of collaboration and the pursuit of knowledge. In the vast expanse of space, amidst the unknown and the familiar, Sam and the Starfish people found solace and inspiration. Their adventure was a reminder that, despite the uncertainties and obstacles, the spirit of exploration and the quest for understanding could light the way forward. The Alliance. The Starfish people's ship continued its journey through the galaxy, its crew now more unified than ever. The discovery of the ancient message had not only deepened their sense of purpose, but had also highlighted the importance of their mission. As they ventured further, they knew their findings could have significant implications for the galaxy's future. One day, as they were charting a course through a newly discovered star system, their sensors picked up an unusual energy signature. It was a signal, but this time it was distinctively different from anything they had encountered before. The energy was concentrated, and it appeared to be directed toward a distant planet on the system's outer edge. Curiosity piqued. The crew decided to investigate. The planet, a lush world with rich vegetation and diverse ecosystems, seemed like a promising place to explore. As they approached, they detected signs of advanced technology on the surface, indicating that the planet was home to a sophisticated civilization. Landing on the planet, the crew was greeted by a landscape of vibrant flora and fauna. The technology they observed was seamlessly integrated into the environment, suggesting a civilization that had achieved a harmonious balance with nature. The structures were elegant and organic, blending with the natural surroundings. They soon encountered the planet's inhabitants, a species known as the Lithians. The Lithians were a peaceful and advanced race, with a deep respect for their environment. They welcomed the Starfish people and Sam with open arms, intrigued by the visitors' quest for knowledge. The Lithians were fascinated by the crew's findings from the asteroid and the ancient message. They shared their own history and experiences, revealing that they had faced similar challenges in the past. The Lithians had once been isolated, but had successfully built alliances with other civilizations through diplomacy and mutual understanding. Over the course of several weeks, Sam and the Starfish people worked closely with the Lithians, exchanging knowledge and building connections. The Lithians offered insights into sustainable technology and environmental stewardship, which complemented the crew's expertise in exploration and engineering. As they collaborated, it became clear that the Lithians' approach to technology and diplomacy could serve as a model for the galaxy. Their success in creating a thriving and harmonious society was a testament to the power of cooperation and respect for diversity. One of the key aspects of their technology was a sophisticated communication network that allowed for instant contact with other civilizations. This network was a cornerstone of the Lithians' alliance-building efforts, enabling them to maintain strong relationships with neighboring worlds and share information across vast distances. Inspired by the Lithians' example, the Starfish people and Sam began to envision a broader alliance, one that could unite various civilizations across the galaxy. They saw the potential for creating a network of cooperation and mutual support, where knowledge and resources